Alright, what's up guys? So today's going to be probably a pretty quick video because basically I'm just waiting for Matt to show up and we're going to actually start working on the IS, and that's going to be its own separate video. So I'm just waiting for him to show up. So what I'm going to do is swap the, well basically I'm going to put the rear sway bar back on, and the reason why I didn't do that before is because I had to cut the old end links out in order to get it off the old control arms because everything was all corroded together. So what I realized, well, I was going to buy new end links, and I was going to buy some some aftermarket ones. But what I figured out is that the front, well, I think I figured out that the front and rear end links are actually the same. So right now I have a front sway bar on there, and a lot of drifters that I talk to and that I know don't even run front sway bars. So I'm going to just take the front sway bar off, and I'm going to steal the battle version end links that are off the front and then swap them to the rear. So that's what we're going to do right now. And I forgot to say last video that we actually got our lift. If you didn't know that we had a lift just like sitting over there in the corner for like, I don't know, a couple months I think it was. I think maybe only like 1 or 2 videos came out in that time frame. But we got the lift all together and we have it working. So now no more laying on the ground, no more using jack stands. Now we have a lift. So I'm going to put it up in the air, and we're going to look at the front sway bar. Alright, so now that I got up in the air, like I said, so much easier to work on everything now. And I work over at Lexus, and I'm a tech, so I have lifts every single day. But for some reason, just having a lift here at the shop, just knowing that, you know, we work on these cars, well, I work on my car literally every single time I come here, that it's so much easier to have a lift. And yeah, so everything underneath, like, I apologize for being dark. Actually, I have a light right over here. Hopefully it's charged. Yep, so if you remember all the previous videos of dropping the rear subframe, redoing everything, we got our nice ISC coilovers. Everything is pretty much how it was, just a little bit dirtier because it's gotten a little bit of driving, and still need to go for an alignment because I never even got this thing over to work to do an alignment on it yet. But pretty much everything is all done back there. Then if you move forward, everything up here is now just stock. So I've got a couple oil leaks I got to deal with. But again, ISC coils in the front. I have an install video of when we threw those in. But so here's the battle version front sway bar end link. So I'm hoping that the hardware comes apart fairly easy. I might have to take the wheel off maybe. And the sway bar just looks like I just need to take these plastic covers that now aren't doing anything because I don't have the undershield anymore. Just take those off, and then the sway bar will just drop right down. And then for the back one will just bolt on to right here, this little ear, and then it has its mounting holes right here on either side. So I still have stock rear sway bar. If I need to upgrade it, I will, but I'm just going to go with stock for now. And then also, my entire trunk, you can see, because all of it's cut out. So there's that. So I'm going to go get some gloves on, and I'm going to try and get these end links off. Probably first I'll try and take these off, and then we'll do the end links.
You're the night sky trying to make me see your stars.
Alright, so I just got those 2 little side shields off. Now I'm going to work on getting these lower bolts off. I think there's a nut on the other end of it. So hopefully it doesn't become that big of an issue. Hopefully I'll be able to fit a wrench in there to get it. And I added a little extra light because I realized when I first started filming, trying to take those covers off, that it was extremely dark up here. So now I'm going to try and... Actually, I'm going to try and loosen the top one first, and then I'll go to the bottom. Alright, so I just got both the end links off. Luckily, he must have like just kind of recently did them, because they came right out. And I was able to just use 17 mil with a socket and a ratchet, and it was able to work. Oh, and look who showed up. Matty boy. Alright, and just like that, we got the front sway bar off. It just was held on by these 4 bolts, just like the back is going to be. So now we're going to move around back. We're going to bolt the sway bar in, and then we'll get those end links to fit.
Now I see violet, I can feel silence. In the dark's all that I see. When your stars have burnt out and your heart makes no sound, I'll find violet in your eyes. You'll always be my night sky.
Alright, so I just got the sway bar installed. You guys watched me struggle on time lapse. I actually had it on upside down, well, backwards. But now I got it in right. So these definitely are going to work. Just gotta have the sway bar aimed up a little bit higher, and it'll just bolt right into place. And all the existing bolts and stuff that I have will work. So I'm just gonna go grab those, and we're gonna bolt them in.
Figure you out now. I see all blue. There is so much cold in you, and the silence is so loud when you go. I just stay dancing with my shadow all day. Watch the time. I can't find the point where our two paths align. But you're the night sky. I'm trying to see your stars.
Alright, there we go. So I just tightened both of the end links down, so now I have a rear sway bar. Front sway bar is out, so like I said, I'm going to leave that out for now. If I ever feel like I need to put it back in, I'll just order another set of end links. But now I have a rear one, and we're going to start working on Matt's car soon. So I got to take this thing off the lift, and we'll get started on that thing. So that's going to be an entirely new video. But that's probably all I'm going to do today on the SC, and the next video we'll get back on that front bumper. Yep, like totally immobile cars. So that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and give me a thumbs up. And next episode we'll start doing that front bumper more. So until then, see ya.
You always feel so far when your stars have burnt out and your heart makes no sound. I'll find violet in your eyes.